What it do, homies? We out here with some more Gawr Gura. This is not my first time reacting to this person. I think I have maybe one or two reactions to them. But it's interesting here is that it is a collaboration with Casey Edwards. Okay, the almighty I Am the Storm that is approaching, which I also have a reaction to. This is about to go crazy because he is a phenomenal songwriter, phenomenal. I'm just phenomenal in all ways. So Ash again. All right, I already know this is about to slap. Let's go ahead and shut up, turn it up. Oh yeah, and we got animation.
Face to face this time again.
CC.
We walk once more to the end. Burn it down, burn it down. Waves can't put out my flame. Death will never write my name. Burn it down, burn it down. They say the memory of me is fading. I've heard it all before, don't tell me everyone around is waiting. And they all say, tear it down, burn it down. And they won't bend. Better tear it down, burn it down. When the world falls through
Now,
and all is ash again, while you all pretend, if this is the end, I'll do it again.
okay, all right, yeah, this is amazing. Just from the songwriting perspective, right? So there at the beginning, kind of have this nice little mix of a soft and scary, right? For lack of better terms, the harmonization Gura, of your vocals in here, it really was giving this a lot of power. That burn it down, switching in between that soft and to burn it down. And the interesting thing is that you know the way that you are capturing we want to kind of the climate, the way that you're kind of adding more energy is that I'm not hearing too much like super inflection as far as like your voice rising as much. You're kind of leaning into the instrumentation to kind of give us those transition cues between when less is energy and more energy, which I think can be a little difficult to do from a songwriting perspective. It's like, okay, what if I want to capture this energy of kind of just singing like my head is down, but at the same time I want to add power. I don't always have to raise my voice, right? We can let the instrumentation do the work. We can do some harmonization, but sometimes you got to kind of find that balance. And I think the way that you open this up, like just this intro right here is just is beautiful, right? This is haunting. And this is the first 1 minute, right? We ain't even hit the climax of this. I swear on everything. The thing that's going to make me probably drop kick my support chair that's right over here is if you just, and you might not do it, and that's fine if you don't, right? I already heard enough. I mean, I'm listening to the rest of it. I've heard enough. You know, I like this song, right? I've made that decision. The decision is final, right? Who Want to Be a Millionaire? Lock that decision in. But if you somehow hit me with the screams, bro, I'm gone. Okay? Pack this channel up. Call the law. What are we doing here today? You might not. I wouldn't put it past you. You probably got the skill. You're a very talented individual. All right, let's do this.
Do it again. Voices rise in my head. The hands that pull at my thread. Let them drown. Burn it down. Wait for washing the tide. In the abysses where I will hide.
Instrumentation is beautiful.
Let them drown. Burn it down. They say the memory of me is fading. I've heard it all before, don't tell me everyone around is waiting. And they all say, tear it down, burn it down.
the way that you're singing the when it all comes to, I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking, you know, Gura, you listening to this epic soundtrack that Casey Edwards has put together, right? I don't know who else's credit. Yeah, music and lyrics written and performed. Casey Edwards, right? Okay, so and it's mixed by good job, Mick, Robin Alls. I mean, shout out to the whole entire team right here, right? I don't want to seem unappreciative to all the work that goes in here, right? I am aware that projects like this do take time, a lot of collaboration, but you guys have put together something absolutely amazing. But just the way that you sing, right? We kind of could get caught up in the melody and everything, but everything has a purpose. The way that you sing the words, right? It's the way that you follow. You could have just sang it regularly, but it kind of gives more emphasis into it. It's these type of stuff right here that really goes the small details that really go into crafting such a memorable song. You know what I'm saying? Like this is playlist worthy. And I still can't get over the fact that you could just, like, I feel like this is definitely is it an upgrade? You know what I mean? Like not necessarily a breakthrough, but I imagine this must have been kind of difficult to record, to make sure that you are capturing the energy that you want without introducing too many things that just doesn't fit the concept,
I'll do it again. We swim against the current, safe
Listen to that harmonization.
and dark. We change as smoke returns to rain. Navigating sunken depths and all of its debris.
Oh no, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Okay, so we got, I believe those are, there might be cellos, it might be violas, right? It's definitely in the lower register of the strings and everything. But as it started coming in, the beautiful thing about what I just heard was, at first I thought maybe you were kind of doing some type of vocaloid for the harmonization, not the singing, but I thought maybe you was doing some type of vocalization with the cello. It was the timbre of the cello, and I thought the timbre of the cello, the texture of it was kind of getting mixed in with your voice, and then I started hearing it playing it individually. But the way that it impacted, what are we doing here, man? Huh? What are we? What? Huh? Here you go. Here you go.
Navigating sunken depths and all of its debris. And no more hands upon my words, they only speak for me. For all the ones who try to silence thunder, I'm the wave that pulls you down and under. Every day I'll stand with me and I'll fight the drown of shallow seas. A ship sail winds of jealousy. I'll listen carefully. As they all say, tear it down, burn it down and down. And you'll say, tear it down, burn it down. All falls through, and all is as it do. While you all pretend, if this is the end, I'll do it again.
Oh Lord, I knew you was going, not the screens per se, but you had to take it an octave higher. You had to spaz, right? The police are on their way, Casey. The police are on their way to lock y'all up for the illegal amount of damage that you have done to our ears with this masterpiece. All right, I want to make sure people aren't taking me, the wrong way. This was masterful. Okay, I like to joke a little bit, but I do know some people in the comments be like, "What do you mean it was trash?" It was not trash. It was the furthest thing from trash, bro. Just like higher than gold, right? You call me a glazer, that's fine, right? I like glazing good music. I feel like we need more glazing for good music because too much glaze going for bad music. Just masterful. That's all I gotta say about it. Actually, there's quite a few things to say about it, but some of you guys might have clicked up off of this video. Even if you did, who am I talking to right now? You still here? What's up, man? How you doing? I appreciate you making it to the end of this video. More than likely, I'm gonna ask a question. Only you gonna know this, man. Let me know down here what you thought about this. Nobody ever answers. I leave that at the end of my video, but nobody ever likes to have a discourse. I think people click on the video and then they don't watch it and they just leave a comment that they left on other people's comments. I be trying to talk to y'all, right? Let's have a conversation. What do we think about this song? I read all my comments. Leave it down there, right? Fantastic performance, Gawr and Casey. I will be playlisting this immediately. Good stuff. Dave's out.